So let's start with the J-bend offset shank worm hook. This is going to be the perfect hook for those really narrow baits like straight tail worms or ribbon tail worms. Anything that has a really narrow profile that you're wanting to Texas rig to rig weedless, this is going to be a great hook. It doesn't have a very wide gap on it. That's why you want to use it with those narrower baits. But you're going to get a really good straight profile when you Texas rig that bait with this hook because of that bend on there. And it's all around a really good hook for that situation. When you move into wider baits, bulkier profile baits like creature baits or tubes or craws, whatever type of bait it is that has a thicker profile, that's where the EWG comes into play. Again, it's a great hook for Texas rigging because it has that offset shank that keeps that bait locked perfectly straight. It's got that wide gap, so when you set the hook with this bulky bait, it's not just going to ball up and impede that hook set. It's going to get a really solid set in that fish's mouth. Finally, we've got the drop shot hook. This is going to be your go-to hook for those really finesse light line applications like drop shotting, wacky rigging, or split shotting. It's got a real thin diameter to it, so you get really good solid hook sets with light line, light tackle situations. It's got a real small profile, which is perfect for those really skittish fish. And it's perfect for nose hooking baits with drop shotting and split shotting, and also hooking right through the center of baits for wacky rigging. So those three hooks are the only hooks that you're ever going to need for bass fishing with soft plastics. With the weedless hooks that I'm using, the J-bend and the EWG, I want to use 3/0 to 5/0 sizes. Those pretty much cover all the bases. Pay attention to the diameter of the wire that's used in making these. The thicker the wire, the heavier the line you're going to want to use. If you're punching or flipping with this EWG, you want a real thick wire hook compared to a thinner wire maybe with just the J-bend. And then of course finally with the drop shot hook, size 1 or 1/0 pretty much covers all those bases. So check these hooks out. They're all you're ever going to need.